Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and for those of you on YouTube, we are not live. I wanted to do just kind of like a quick little video and follow up on No Man's Sky. I'm going to start a fresh playthrough real quick. Just mostly I'm going to be talking about the expedition that I just finished this weekend. I did it on this save right here, normal mode. You can see my total play time is 14 hours, about 15 hours closely. We're gonna do a new game. You see this Aquarius expedition? We're gonna do an expedition playthrough just to kind of show you the start of it, but I'm gonna talk about the whole expedition because and I don't know how I'm really gonna do it because I don't have a script or anything. Like I got out of the shower, I said we're going to do a follow-up video to No Man's Sky, and so that's exactly what I'm doing right now. And, you know, the first one got a lot of views, so it's obvious, like, duh, capitalize on it. But, initialize expedition. Yes. Plus, I was kind of curious to see how it would work with an expedition save. I want to turn my TV down. Since I got it on the headphones. Like, see, when you start an expedition, like, this might be obvious to some of you guys that have played this game for a while, but basically my first playthrough I started about a few weeks ago. Now, I've tried No Man's Sky multiple times. I said that previously, and this is like the one I finally got hooked this time. So I got to the space anomaly, and then I noticed this expedition thing. I've heard people talk about them, and so I was like, you know what? Hey, let's just jump in. There we go. See, look, they made me a little character. It looks like Admiral Akbar, kind of. We'll roll with it, okay? So, here's the first pop-up. I love these little pop-ups that kind of guide you along the way. Join the community on angling adventure to catch fish, gather stories, and think about the one that got away. Complete milestones to earn new equipment. Complete entire phases for special exclusive rewards. You know, and it kind of gives you like a bulleted list right there. So, right here it says locate your starship. This is casting off. Use the compass and an analysis visor to navigate. Your compass is up there in the top middle. And your ship icon's right there, so there it is. I'm gonna hold X to tag. Oh, not that, goober. Didn't mean to place that. How do I get rid of it? Okay. No! Oh. Remove beacon. Okay. So now we're just going to kind of walk to the ship. Run kind of. Music's pretty loud in my headphones. Let's turn this down. Okay. If I got like a lot of loud noises, I just can't concentrate, right? So all we have to do to really get started is just go to the starship. I know it sounds stupid obvious, but since we're playing like on normal mode, there's only a few things you need to keep in mind while you head to your starship. Look at the bottom left right there. You see how it's like negative 60 degrees Fahrenheit under the planet name Eurus XIX, that's 19, Eurus 19. And then you got 2 meters above it, you got like the little heart with the little heartbeat thing. That's your life support, right? And you replenish that with oxygen, which all you gotta do is hit the left stick. Do a scan, you see these O2 markers. So what I kind of like to do is like on my way to the ship, I'm kind of scanning around infrequently. Just kind of gathering up just like the basics. Like obviously I need oxygen for my health, so I want to get that. We'll get that. I got 25 oxygen, that's plenty. See, my ship's down there. And then you see this other meter right there, right above it, that's blue. That's your environmental effects. And since we're on a cold planet, like our protection against the cold gradually goes down, and if like there's a storm, it gets more intense. So something to keep an eye on, but I've never really had a problem keeping it replenished. So what you got to do is you go get this sodium rich plant. So like we have a pretty big drop to the ship, so what we'll do is we'll gather some of this sodium as we work our way down the hill. Harvested, and sodium is what's going to kind of charge our meter. So like, gotta watch out for some dangerous flora there. So we're just going to kind of gradually bounce like that. Okay, look, milestone complete. Casting off. Reach your starship. So press star right here and go to expedition. And look right here. This is the fishing expedition, Aquarius as it's called. There's 5 phases. Phase 1 has 7 challenges. Phase 2 has 8 different challenges. Phase 3 has 7 challenges. Phase 4 has 7. Phase 5 again has 7. So. And it'll tell you when there's like a new reward. So what we're going to do, we're pretty much going to do all of these in this video. And see, it gives you some rewards. I've got Starship Launch Fuel, I've got prepackaged personal refiner unit, so, you know, I'm going to press the install, and I'm going to place that there. And we're going to rock and roll. Locate and repair your ship. Does it need repair? Let's check it out. There's a bottle lodged. There's a message inside the bottle. I finally feel like I'm getting closer. A trader on Gisto offered me solid gold information on its location for a price, so I'm selling my ship. I'll miss the Celeste, but I have to know if the rumors are true. Whoever buys you takes good care of you. Someone's handwritten a set of coordinates. Okay. There we go. Launch thrusters damaged. We need pure ferrite to get it fixed. Alrighty. So let's get some pure ferrite. So the best way to do that is here's a galactic trade terminal. Okay. I don't have any money though. LOL. So basically ferrite dust is like the basic like building block here. We're just gonna kind of mine it. You need like 50 or 100 of it, so we're just gonna kind of mine this ferrite dust here. Portable refiner. Okay. Scan there. Oh, and like if it sees like if you see this unidentified mineral, check this out. All you gotta do is like scan it. Where the hell did you go? Right here. Should scan. We're just getting a lot of ferrite dust. Alright, that should be quite a bit. Alright, what does this give off? Carbon? Oxygen. Okay. Does this have any fuel in it? Because that would allow me to fuel it up without any use. Duly noted. So, I keep getting my pause videos mixed up. Oh, I need to repair this. I need 50 pure ferrite, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to place this in here. We're going to find us a fuel source. We need carbon, so let's go run around and find some carbon. Okay, usually carbon you can get from life forms, except those bastards right over there. All things. And get us a little more oxygen. Never hurts. Cool. Aha, here we go. These will give off carbon, these little trees. Mine these suckers down. So this whole expedition, I did the whole thing in about... Now this is me playing casually, like in the evenings and stuff after my wife and son went to bed. Hold on a second, I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Whew, okay. So, I was able to do this expedition in just a few days, which is pretty nice. And honestly, my fear going into it was that this expedition would be a lot more like the other games that like to stay updated and be like a chore just to do the season. Like a lot of these live service games, they make it to where you can do like most of the challenges, but not all of them, because they have to be just a little bit of a pain in the ass to keep you playing for so many hours. But No Man's Sky is really all about, I don't know, it feels like these days a lot of us are kind of geared toward the instant gratification and everything, including the games we play, and No Man's Sky actually kind of caters to that. Oh, you see these red plants up here? We can get some carbon out of them. Whoa. Fell in a cave. Oh yeah, you can manipulate terrain on this game. Almost said it in a weird way. Let's go get this carbon right here while we're on our way. Notice how it's daytime and we're not really taking any damage on our environmental protection meter. That's good because it's just at night it gets super cold. So it's kind of nice. Now we have enough fuel to get this sucker going. So let's get this little portable refiner filled up with this condensed carbon right here. And then let's start refining some ferrite. I like the idea of the expeditions, I'll tell you that. It feels like you're on an actual journey. And Starship's out of range, and we're pretty close. Because each phase takes you to a new planet. And what's cool is that, the later you do these expeditions, the more people have played it, and this is a bit of a multiplayer thing, so, you get to kind of explore other people's bases and maybe kind of take advantage of what they built to help you on your journey, which I thought was pretty dang cool. So, let's go ahead and repair this. Here. In the last video, I was talking about how it was kind of a pain in the ass to get all these resources and stuff, but, you know, I've gotten used to it. So we need a hermetic seal. Craft that. We need a metal plate. And we need some more text. Groovy. Let's go get it. That's just scan it. Here's So, again, I get my menus mixed up. Alright, metal plating. Gotcha. So let's make us some metal plating right here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Doing this a second time, honestly, makes it a lot quicker. So, now we get to launch our ship and head to the stars. This is one thing I feel like No Man's Sky gets way better than Starfield. Like, it's just the traversal and what they do to kind of get you into space, back and forth. I know it's like 2 different engines and all that, but dadgum, if they could work on that. A lot of this is obviously like loading screens, but they do a really good job hiding it with like flying into the clouds and stuff. So now we're in space. Final frontier. Oh, there's another challenge. We left the planet. So we'll go here, collect this reward. Pre-packaged hyperdrive unit. So what we'll do is we'll open up our inventory right here. Place that right there. And then we're going to add some fuel to that. Boom. So now we got to reach the first rendezvous point. Which is, should be right around here? Dang. Okay, we need a bit of fuel to reach that, so we'll see how far we can warp with the fuel we have and just kind of go from there. Okay. Now, let's see if we can travel anymore. Oh, hyperdrive has no fuel. So what we're going to have to do is land on one of these planets right here and kind of see... Okay, grassy planet, this will work. So what we'll do is... let's head toward that base. At a Marine D. Just a matter of flying. So while we're flying, I got a minute. I'll go ahead and pull up the stream and the chat. Just I always forget to do that. So, Twitch. Go to the channel. Mute the video. Watch the chat. Sweet. Okay. We're good. Won't pause the video on my end. Not too worried about it. Alright, let's take a look. We got a couple base. Hunter's laptop. Oh my god, yes. Let's go here. That's hilarious. Oh, Nate. Shoot. Any kind of meme tomfoolery, I will absolutely entertain. Okay. I love it. Initiate landing. Yeah, just land. What the shit? Ah. Now, let's take a look at what we got here. So obviously we're out of hyperdrive fuel, which kind of warps you from system to system. And what you need to make that are these warp cells. So let's make about 5 to let us warp a little bit. So we need quite a bit of oxygen. We need quite a bit of ferrite dust. So that is what we're going to be looking for right now. We'll make about 5 of those housings, and then we'll make 5 of the antimatter things. Let's see, what the hell is this? Ferrite dust and oxygen. Perfect, that's what we need. Let's mine these things. Okay. Here's some more condensed carbon. We'll take that. Dust and sodium. Swing these dudes. Take that. Sure. Oh, here's a knowledge stone. If you come across these, they're pretty cool. I feel like the planetary exploration is another one of those things No Man's Sky beat Starfield on. But keep in mind, I really do like Starfield. But I like playing these kind of games too. Like, I'm not biased in any way. I want to play all these games and see what each one of them do. So my mining beam is low. It's rich. We're gonna need a bit more, so we're just gonna kind of go around. I feel like after we get this first wave of challenges done, I'll kind of figure out what the plan is for this game going forward. But right now, I will say I'm kind of a bit in limbo. I feel like No Man's Sky would be a great streaming game. I really do. But I really want to get this game on PlayStation though, because like this would be a great game that I can just stream from the PS5 and have everything like just pop up and interact that way. But I'm going to be looking for copies of it because I did some reading online, and apparently you can get the PS4 version of No Man's Sky. And if you have the PS5, it'll give you the upgrade. So, like, I'll probably go to like a game store at some point soon, next week or two, while this expedition's still going on. Because obviously, if I get it, I would like to go and get that. I noticed on Amazon, it's on Amazon too, for like $23 for PS5, like the physical version. I might do that, but I've seen it digitally for $25 before, so I'm basically either going to get it at a game store, get it on sale, and because right now I'm playing this on Game Pass, and see, weather warning. So what we need to do for the weather warnings is to go to Hunter's laptop here. Let's check out their base. While we're here. Let me go ahead and do some crafting while we're here. See, we got a bunch of stuff we can do. Galactic Trade Terminal, computer base, extract nanites. I will take that, thank you. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I do not care. This? What is that? Cool. Okay, so I remember on Fallout I went to people's bases and they got like really pissed off at me for messing with their stuff. Alright, I need 25 oxygen. Now, what does it take to make antimatter? Chromatic metal and condensed carbon. Okay, well, what we can do is go ahead and refine this carbon into condensed carbon. And then the chromatic metal, all we got to do is go find some copper and get that. And then we'll pretty much be on our way to warp to that first point. So I got quite a bit of sodium, so I might as well just go ahead and show you guys what it's like to be in a storm. It's no big deal. Like right here, I'm gonna charge this up with the ion battery. And I'm gonna take this out to the inventory. Sweet, sweet. Now, let's go look for... So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna find a copper node, and we are going to make our way to it. Cobalt 6. Alright, we'll go that way. We're gonna start making our way over here, but while we do it, we're gonna go ahead and just gather up on carbon, gather up on we need just a little bit more ferrite and oxygen. We need just a little bit more so where's some kind of scan? Oh, there's some oxygen over there. Let's go get it real quick. Thank you. I'll take this oxygen. Thank you. Ah. So, how much can we make of it? We need 5 more oxygen. We're gonna kind of look for those stones. Yeah, like these dudes right here. We're gonna go ahead and mine that. One thing I found out in my settings to turn off is that I had motion blur maxed out, and then I had like this setting for like the weather effects. It would like cloud up your visor. At first I thought that was so cool. But after a while it got so annoying because I couldn't see what I was doing. Like I had all my equipment and it's like, yo, I don't care. So, alright, make one more of those. Now we need 29 more oxygen. So let's go ahead and just get our 5th little antimatter housing made up. We'll be good there. But and honestly, this is like a test run for like a potential No Man's Sky type of stream. I'm definitely thinking about it. It'd be a fun game. But tomorrow, starting tomorrow and onward for a little bit, I'll be playing Starfield Shattered Space. I'm probably not going to stream it, really. I might do a couple of gameplay videos, just like kind of early on. I might do some of that, but I'm probably not going to do... It's just... There's just not much interest in Starfield. I hate it, but there's just not. But I get why. Like, I'm not going to sit and act like an idiot and be like, oh, you don't like Starfield, so you're uncultured. No, man. I totally get why people don't like it. Like, I get it. So, copper's down here. Work our way to it. I mine like I pee. Isn't that sad? Alright, so the copper's obviously further down here. I just spray and pray. There. Usually these are easier to find, like, I'm not gonna lie. They're like right here. This is like the first time this has happened. Usually it's like pretty close to the top. Scan? Analysis visor? Anything? Target sweep? Anything? Dealer? It's got to be further down here. This is a new one for me, y'all. I like the game's just screwing with me at this point. I think this is just a bust. Because usually it's not this difficult to find this. I'm out. That was a bust. There's some cobalt. Hate that. Let me refuel my system here. Fuel that. Fuel that. Okay. Better. I had to move my chair a little bit. Okay. So. Yeah, let me think of something else I can talk about while we look for this stuff. I need 26 oxygen, so let's go ahead and find that while we're on our way. One thing that I found a bit interesting is just how this the gaming industry these days, I was trying to think back of the first disaster of like this modern era. I consider modern era like PS4 and beyond, because we're still making PS4 and Xbox One games. Like, there's not many of them, but like some of the biggest companies are still making those, so I would still consider that modern. And let's be real, games haven't really got much more modern than that. So, that being said, I feel like I need 23 more oxygen. FFF. So, I feel like No Man's Sky was like the first big kind of disaster game because a lot of hype went into it and it just turned out to be like a huge mess. Man, we're not getting much oxygen out of that. Better off just scanning for these plants. One thing that, because I feel like in 2014, the one thing to consider is that No Man's Sky and Hello Games was a really small studio, and I wouldn't be surprised if they still are kind of. So it's just you can clearly tell they wanted to go big for this game, and I would argue this version of No Man's Sky is pretty much what they wanted the whole time. But what they did was like they could have just said, "We're done. We're done with the game. We released it's shit. We released it. We're done." But instead, what they did was they hunkered down and went dark and just kept improving. And then years later, it's 2024, 10 years later. I feel like the game's supposed to come out in 2016. I think so. 8 years later, look where we are with this game. That is just constant support. And I feel like studios don't do this enough. Especially bigger studios that have more resources to dedicate to this kind of thing. Like, see, here's the copper here. It should be like right up top. So that was just bugged. I just feel like this game right here is a good example of you can fix it. Now, people give Fallout 76 a lot of crap. I think it was the next big disaster of a game was Fallout 76. But again, it was trying to do new things Bethesda hasn't done either. Like they, it's like, let's do multiplayer Fallout. And it's like, it's like, you know, Bethesda's all about single player. And it's like, well, how do we do multiplayer Fallout and also keep our single player audience happy? Because they might not want to do multiplayer, but, you know, we're not going to make another Fallout for some time, so we got to kind of, you know, get them something too. So I think they did a good job kind of doing a little bit of both. But it was a disaster launch, but a lot of that was just due to network. I feel like just... Of course, I'm not making excuses, but honestly, they took a lot of shit for that game, but even Bethesda went and worked on that game as well. And that's another one that turned out to be good after... Damn it, I still need more oxygen. I'm just not paying attention, am I? Oh yeah, make sure to switch from your mining beam to your terrain manipulator, like on the top right. Be sure you keep an eye on that semi-frequently, because you might actually destroy some stuff you shouldn't. Fair warning, by the way. But yeah, Fallout 76 was the second disaster game, but they ended up coming back with that one as well. To where right now it's in a pretty solid state, but so like if you're kind of looking for a Fallout deal, I played it last year waiting on Starfield, and I had a lot of fun. I did all the story content, and hell, they've added more since. I just haven't got back on it. I just had other stuff to do. But eventually I will go back to that one too, but not for a bit. The other big gaming disaster that just screams obvious is Cyberpunk. Holy crap. That was a mess too. That one was another game to where, kind of similar with No Man's Sky and Fallout 76, it was a bit too ambitious, but Cyberpunk kind of ran into a tough deal to where, like, it was in between console generations, and I mean, you know, they kind of had a stacked deck against them. So let's go ahead and refine some copper. Yeah, they had a stacked deck against them. So all that's refining, we'll work our way back. Just wild to me, man. Person, whoever's watching. I'm trying to think of any more disasters. I don't know if you count Anthem because the game works. That's one I've been 50-50 on. Destiny is a game that isn't technically a disaster, but it's definitely how you don't do live service. It's definitely one of those kind of games. And I don't know. So now we're going to make a bunch of antimatter here. Yeah, then 2, 4. Need 12 more chromatic metal. Oh, I need 12 more. All right. What does that mean? Copper, cadmium, emerald. You know what? We got 4. Let's just do 4 of these. It's enough. Yeah. 1, 2. Okay. So let's summon our ship, which is another feature I think Starfield needs really badly. You can summon your ship and summon your rover, because like if you really want to explore deep, you should be able to summon your vehicle. You need stuff to encourage you to go further out on the fringes, and I feel like No Man's Sky, the little bit I've been playing so far, does a very good job of that. Like, it's more like Minecraft, to where you're encouraged to go further out, but you take certain stuff with you. I'd say the most recent game and disaster would be Concord, but here's the funny thing about Concord. It works. Like, the game works. Did I play it? No, obviously not, but it works. But Concord's biggest deal is that it is the ultimate backlash against the live service stuff. Now, I know some people will say, well, it was kind of woke too. Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's a crowd that's against that, but I feel like there's a lot bigger crowd that's slowly getting over these live service games. Like, I'll tell you, a live service game I'm over is Diablo. Let me tell you about that one. So, what annoys me about Diablo 4 is that I had a level 100 druid. I have like a level 70. It's like every season they gotta completely revamp the game. And, I mean, they're doing it to make the game better, they say, but they're also doing it to keep people on this stupid end-game loop of just dungeons and dungeons and dungeons and killing and killing and killing. Oh, well, you figured out this system and that system. Well, the next patch, the next expansion, we're going to come up with this other one. And apparently they're going to come out with yearly expansions for that damn game, and they're going to completely redo it every damn time. And it's like, for me, granted, I guess it works for people that just loves that damn game, but I'm over the live service stuff. I'm over the multiplayer games. I'm over the live service. I'm over... And then, like, these games that are all about graphics and stuff. Right now, speaking of which, you can go pre-order a PlayStation 5 Pro. Right now. From Sony's website directly. It has not sold enough. And for me, I'm over this constant push for a better console, a better rig, because I feel like they don't do a good job optimizing for the stuff that's there. So instead of like spending time and refining your game or kind of narrowing the focus of it, what they want to do is just constantly push consoles with hardware and be like, well, I mean, obviously you need more hardware, so we'll just give you that. Like I said, I'm kind of over that stuff, really. About out of pulse engine, I'm gonna have to probably find some damn asteroids and fill that up, which I hate doing. Let's see. Find me an asteroid. Oh, find me an asteroid. Find me an asteroid with some fuel. Come on. Yeah, I need tritium and I don't have any. I'm kind of at the mercy of outer space here to find some. Shit. just got to kind of keep flying, keep scanning. That's all I know to do. And wait for like that little icon to show up. Obviously, you plan it better. No pun intended. But, until then, you know. See? Nothing. Find me some damn fuel. But yeah, now I don't know how many videos I'm going to do this week, guys. This might be my only video. Just because I'll be playing Starfield and, you know, trying to keep up with the house, stuff like that. And work will be kind of busy later in the week, so I'll be occupado. So, you know, that'll be fun. What about these? Nothing. Of course. Yeah, alright, if this doesn't work too much longer, we're gonna try another trick I have. Because I really didn't want this video going like an hour. Derelict freighter, don't care. Alright. Space anomaly. Let's just go buy the shit. Need more fuel. But, yeah. I feel like graphics aren't really important to me anymore. I like games that I want it to look good, but run smooth. And if you really think about it, like, I know the PS5 Pro can, like, maybe do 8K, but does it really matter? Because I just feel like the fidelity just need to buy stuff. I don't care to meet y'all. I forgot which one of these dudes do what. There's some data. Thank you for the nanites. Okay. Ruby. Yeah, what do you got? Don't care for that. What about you? You've got a bunch of stuff around you. Appearance modifier. Need somewhere to sell on this thing and buy. Like, what about here? I don't think it's here, because, like, these are your main people. Here? I think this is, like, all your upgrades and stuff. Well, I think we got kind of as far as we can right now. with the allotted... No, here we go, here we go. This'll work. Hunter's laptop actually had a trade terminal there, so let me see if I can't buy some fuel there, and if not, I think we're done. But I'm gonna do like a recap of the expedition and call it good. I'll upload this to YouTube probably later today, I think. Another thing I guess I can talk about right now is I'm kind of figuring out like what to do with like games going forward. Like, I've been on this push to just kind of play what I have. I've been having fun with it. But you know, I obviously have games that I would like to keep building on, but you know, another option's like, what if I just kind of sit here and just do the subscriptions. Game Pass is kind of like, I'm kind of running out of stuff on Game Pass. Hate to say, I'm just kind of would I say the word over it? Would that work? Maybe. Damn it. Yeah, what about this? Yeah, I think we're pretty much at a stopping point here. So, well, before I go, I'll go ahead and talk about this expedition as a whole. So, like this first expedition right here, you're you can tag each challenge, and it'll tell you in the bottom right on how to get you there. And once all of these so basically this is just getting you set up with the fishing pole. Once you do all these challenges, you get some more rewards that kind of help you along with phase 2. Phase 2 is all about like catching different types of fish, and then getting your little exo skiff you can put on the water. It's just like a floating platform you can fish on. But one thing I realized is that it's much easier to use some of your rewards to get those aquatic thrusters on your ship and just fish from your ship. Because what happens on your exo skiff, you're out there in the deep ocean and like the waves are huge and it just messes you up. So like this third phase here is all about kind of going underwater, building an underwater base and just kind of exploring a lot of that. That was pretty fun. Phase 4 is all about just pretty much going to different environments, getting living pearls, which are under the water, catching some big fish, which you need some good bait for, and then just like this land 100 fish, you'll get this challenge pretty much as you progress, so it's not like a huge grind. And phase 5, like this, sell $500,000 worth of fish. Just sell your fish. Like, release them when the challenge says to, but other than that, just store your fish and sell your fish, and by the time you're on phase 5, you will have this challenge done. And these challenges are kind of related to the angler, finding the angler and stuff. I don't want to say more. You catch one legendary fish, you know, these two are kind of tied together. So once you get all the phases done, like they'll give you some titles and neat stuff. And one thing that's cool about expeditions I really like is the fact that you can go to the terminal when you're done. Like if you have a character already and you start this expedition at the space anomaly, you can bring items that you had on your expedition back with you. So if you have like a lot of minerals that you could use on your character, put that in the terminal and bring it back with you. Like, the incentives to go on these adventures, just, they do a great job tying all their systems together. And this is how you do it. You tie everything together. But obviously, like I said, this game's been around like 8 years. It obviously took 8 years to get here, so That's pretty much all I have. You know, Admiral Akbar here says so long, and y'all have a great day, okay? We'll sign